In Africa, when financial services don't work, people die. Warren and myself have grown up in South African black/colored townships. We have a very organic understanding of Bitcoin's value proposition. I always say this, that if you speak to folks in Europe, you speak to folks in the Middle East, you speak to folks in the United States, Bitcoin going up and down is an inconvenience, and it's because it's a speculative thing. In Africa, when financial services don't work, people die. We live that. That's who we are. So when we approach Bitcoin from a real human necessity, life-saving perspective. When we say the Bitcoin Africa Corporation, what makes us different from MetaPlanet that's leveraging something in their markets because of debt or whatever, if you take a look at MicroStrategy, these are all financial plays and they're really good and we're going to learn a lot from them and there's a lot for us to replicate. But the underlying conviction for the Bitcoin treasury company here in Africa is life-saving, right? So debasement is very real for us. People die because of that here. It's not an inconvenience. We don't have other options, right? Political uncertainty, fraud, corruption, these are challenges that businesses face on a day-to-day basis in South Africa, all the way through to the people that we grew up in those Black African townships. When people say, the money is broken, not the society, the money is broken, right? That your groceries are not getting more expensive, the money is getting weaker. We live that every single day. Gareth, you're nodding quite vigorously there because you truly understand it. So for us, this Bitcoin play isn't just an opportunity from a pure financial instrumentation perspective. This is a human story for us. If we can get this right, we can solve so many problems that are very inherent to Bitcoin's value proposition. And that's why we say Bitcoin was made for us, not made for everyone. It's actually, when you come down to where we are down here, Bitcoin was made for us. And the Africa Bitcoin Corporation's conviction and ambition is to personify Bitcoin's value proposition on the ground in Africa and allow, the individual that is not a cypherpunk. He's not going to be not your keys, not your coin, but they want access to that, right? All the way through to the corporation with the fixed income, locked up capital, wanting exposure to the asset class, but struggling to get exposure to it. That's why we're here. So from the core value proposition of a BTC treasury company, all the way through to that human impact, that's our story. That's what we're all about.